With plans revealed for a recently returned WWE star and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. Claiming that there are those jealous of his return to TV, recent AEW signee Ric Flair told ESPN, "I don't know. I mean, we've got a structured deal in place, but you know me, have gun, will travel if they need me. I'm available and they will always treat me fair. We all want to be together for the show, and the guys were great. People were friendly. At my age, the world of jealousy has never been bigger. You don't think there's a lot of jealous people that I'm back on TV? You're out of your mind. You know that adage that you want to see somebody do good, but not too good." Revealing his reaction to being replaced by Pat McAfee on the SmackDown commentary table, Corey Graves said on the Kurt Angle show, "So believe it or not, I'm blowing up my own stuff here. I think the world of Pat McAfee. He, again, is such a strong persona. It's easy for me to play off of and rib him and get under his skin. I was a little upset professionally that I found out, hey, you're going from Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, the network show that you kicked off with Michael Cole, and then I took it a little personally when McAfee replaced me. Not because of Pat, but it was sort of, I've paid my dues here. I'm the guy that shows up week after week. I'm the guy that did both Raw and SmackDown for 2 years straight, never complained, and this is how you do me?" And again, I remember I was talking to my wife and just going, this isn't right. I have to do something about this. This isn't fair. I really took it hard. It had nothing to do with Pat being Pat. It was just sort of a professional issue, and she talked me off a ledge and had a few conversations with Cole. Michael Cole is my boss/therapist, so he talked me off the ledge as well, and looking back, it's business. Kurt, you know better than anybody here. Sometimes you gotta do the stuff you don't want to do so you can do the stuff that you do. It was a shock that I didn't see coming, but you know what? I dealt with it. We're all better off for it, I think. Going over WWE's discussions for another event in Europe, Sean Ross Sapp noted that some internal schedules in the company also have WWE Backlash listed for Paris, France in spring of 2024. Though Fightful is yet to confirm that it is finalized. We can, however, confirm that it's been discussed heavily. Names of shows can change until they're finalized. Mentioning the lack of storytelling in AEW, Eric Bischoff called out president of the company Tony Khan on his Strictly Business podcast. Here's the truth. There's nothing that I can say. There is nothing I can say that I haven't been saying for 2 years, right? There's nothing new here. It's the same issue over and over and over and over again. I can't talk about storytelling any more than I have for the last 2 years. And by the way, 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now probably, you know, everybody was like, oh, you're so negative. Are you just pissed off that Tony wouldn't give you a job? I wouldn't want a job with you. And not because it's not a good place and it's not a good opportunity, and not because I don't need the money necessarily, but at this time of my life, at this stage of my life, I just don't want that situation. I don't want that burden. I don't want to have to, because to do that job well, you've got to live with it. It's 24 hours a day. You're not there in the office 24 hours a day. You're not on location 24 hours a day, but you're thinking about it 24 hours a day. And I don't have room to be honest with you, in my life. I have other things that I'm far more interested in. And I'd rather maintain the lifestyle that I have now than try to improve upon it by jumping back into the wrestling business. So it has nothing to do with all you trolls out there as to whether or not I was offered a job or want a job. That is not the case. Following his winning of the United States Championship at Crown Jewel, Logan Paul said this about his relationship with Triple H, telling Mail Sport, "I'm so stoked that Triple H and the company believes in me like they do. Hopefully I can make them proud, and I know I will. He's super receptive to my ideas. I'm a content creator, keyword creator. I like to make stuff. I come up with ideas. When I pitch my ideas, he's all ears all the time. We bounce ideas off each other, we go back and forth, and usually land on stuff that's pretty epic. It's super collaborative, and I like that they give me the freedom to be who I am in their company." for that same interview, Logan Paul expressed interest in going to the WWE Performance Center, saying, "It's crazy," Paul said after winning the WWE US title. "I really don't know how to comprehend what my life has become. I grew up in a city where things like this didn't really happen. I believe in myself, I work my ass off, and next thing I know, I'm fighting Rey Mysterio for the US Championship, and I want it. It feels amazing. I'm shocked, and I want to stay humble, but F that. It's so much more fun to be arrogant about it. This ain't leaving my side. This is one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. I'm gonna take over this industry, bro. I'm gonna be the best, and I've got to keep working really hard. Something is so appetizing about the idea of doing the best I can in this industry, and I know the best I can is to become the face of the WWE, is to become the undisputed Universal Champion. I had an opportunity to do it last year at Crown Jewel against Roman Reigns, and I did amazing. I'm still a rookie. I've been doing it for a year and a half, so imagine if I dedicate a little time to it. Imagine if I go to the Performance Center in Orlando and train with the best. I have access to the best resources. It might be something I have to do. I'm all about legacy, and perhaps my legacy is to be made to WWE." Touching on the possibility of his brother Jake Paul coming back to WWE, Logan Paul said during that same interview, "It's tough, bro," Logan responded when asked about the idea of Jake Paul transitioning to wrestling. "He's a boxer. I'm a wrestler/boxer. I think he's going to be focusing on boxing for a bit, but who knows? If I need some backup and a big right hand, I'm going to bring in my brother." Going over plans in WWE following Crown Jewel, BWE posted on his private X account, "Alright, John Cena, no word on if he's working WarGames, but was discussed before to feature in it. Kairi coming back was always a plan for a new faction. Roman so far is no for Survivor Series. There is a plan for a couple of surprises." As Kairi Sane made a return at Crown Jewel to assist Io Sky, Bayley could be seen looking concerned from ringside. The angle WWE is planning would be explained by Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Radio. They note that years and years ago, the person who injured Kairi and sent her out of WWE was in fact Bayley. So they're bringing up a story from years ago to get to where they're going. Despite having a match for a world title at the most recent Premium Live event, Drew McIntyre had not re-signed with WWE, as his contract was set to expire prior to WrestleMania 40 in April. Now, BWE has said, "We'll get you updates on Drew and other superstars' contract situations. I've mentioned before that Drew locked his new contract, just asked for an update on it, as some been asking me about it." When it comes to the latest on CM Punk potentially making his WWE return, BWE noted on X, CM Punk was recently scheduled for a call with a few board members. Backstage feeling is it's happening. Doesn't mean it's done. I am waiting for the follow-up on the call. It should be the last step before things go down. As New Japan Pro Wrestling star Will Ospreay is set to become a free agent, he has expressed interest in WWE as well as AEW. Now, it seems WWE and Ospreay have been in contact regarding a potential deal, as Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful said. It was reported recently that many in AEW have considered it a foregone conclusion that Will Ospreay will join the company. While that may have been true months ago, we're told that Ospreay's mind has opened up about his future. WWE has shown heavy interest, and sources within the company claim that there have been conversations and contact between the two sides, though those close to Ospreay would not confirm as such. TNA and AEW both maintain interest in Ospreay and have both said to have enjoyed working with him. We aren't sure the nature of the deals being discussed, as NXT Europe, Impact becoming TNA, and adjusting many elements of production and stepping up their European presence are all taking shape. However, Ospreay predictably has interest from all over the world. NJPW sources said that while they'd love to keep Ospreay, they don't necessarily expect it on the same type of deal he's on now, where he's full-time with the company. WWE sources have confirmed that they have interest and that there have been preliminary overtures made towards Ospreay, though we aren't sure what that consists of. WWE did not comment in an official manner. In some unfortunate news, a Canadian pro wrestler has passed away after suffering from cardiac arrest at an indie show, as Courage Pro wrote. With the passing of Rob Rage Thompson tonight, we at Courage Pro Wrestling want to send our deepest condolences to friends and family. Rob was a crucial part of Courage Pro when we first started in 2017. Unfortunately, we never had the chance to have conversations with him in a long time, but when one of us is in trouble, it affects everyone. Please check in on your loved ones, hug them tightly. Life is short. Have a great night, everyone. Courage Pro Management. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.